Oh, yeah. Hi, everybody.
Hi
Yes, we're gonna.
guys.
Hi, everybody. So today, thank you to my guest artist, Gracie Shack Art. Thank you for wanting to be a guest artist
Oh,
on
thank
my
you for having
channel,
me.
and a wonderful watercolorist and wonderful at instructing for beginners. And she is a great painting to paint for us today. But she's gonna start, and then I'll turn on my camera, and we'll be creating, and on the screen it'll be we're creating side by side.
Cool.
So 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 Gracie's starting first. So
Yep.
go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Hi guys. I can't see chat, but
I'll read chat to you.
cool. I was just talking with Ian
Oh, you
on
were.
on Facebook. Here we go. Can everybody see the picture?
Hold on, I gotta bring it up. Let me bring it up.
Oh, okay. We're on the big screen. Are we on big screen yet?
You're on the big screen. You're on the big screen, but I'm bringing up chat.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, today I'm going to take a break from botanicals for today. And I was really pleased that Diana really liked this one. Thank you, Diana. I was glad you liked it.
You're welcome.
Oh.
Yeah, beautiful colors, and I think you did a great job with the waves and the beach.
Thank you. I love painting the sea spray. That's probably the most fun, doing the white part of the ocean. Yeah. And doing the beach was fun. I used a very varied technique to get that kind of the sandy look.
Oh, so, like dry brush?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, just kind of, it's sort of like dabbing your paintbrush around like that. I'll show you guys in a bit. So, I didn't know.
We have two people in the chat. I can't pronounce his last name is his or her last name is Hunter, and their first name begins with X. Zargot, probably Zargot Hunter. Welcome.
Oh.
Hello, welcome to the live stream. I haven't seen you here before. Hi, Mystic, and Grayscale Paintings back again from this morning. Hey.
Oh, hey guys.
Oh, he says he confirms he can hear and see us.
Yeah, that's good to know. That's always good to know. Cool. Right then.
Yes, your lighting is much better than that first time.
Yay! Thank you. I'm so glad. I'm really glad I got the lights now. So, yeah, good, excellent. So I wasn't too sure about the boat when I painted the boat, but it's growing on me. I'm liking it more now that it's completely dry. And there's some really cool contrast in the ocean that I got here. And I'll teach you all how to do that, and hopefully I won't talk too much, Diana. Tell me when I'm, tell me if I'm.
When you're on the big screen, you can talk as much as you want, but then when I put my camera on and we're going to be side by side, then I guess we have to take turns talking.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Right then, as you can see, my much loved and much used palette. We're going to be using professional watercolors. We're going to be using turquoise, and this is the only student grade paint I have in this set. I ran out of the Holbein turquoise, so I bought the Van Gogh student grade turquoise because it was a lot cheaper. But every single one of these paints besides that one, these are all Holbein and Sennelier. We'll be using Chinese white for the ocean spray there. I'll show you how to do the spattering technique, which is where you literally just, literally says what it does, splatter the paint. And then there'll be a bit of dry brush here as well, which I'll teach you how to do that. And I'll also teach you how to do that texture that I've got on the sand. So, yeah, I'm going to start.
You're using white gouache today, right?
I am, yeah. Did I say Chinese white?
No,
yeah, sorry.
No. Yeah. I don't know if you might have said that. I'm sorry. I was posting it to my community tab, so I didn't hear. You might have said that. I don't know. I'm just asking because because I was just wondering, I presume that you are going to use
Yeah.
gouache.
This is the white gouache, but I'm nearly out of this particular white gouache. So I went into my student grade paint and I just got some really, really cheap gouache paint because I'm not going to pay a lot of money just for one tube of paint, really. So, but normally I do use Winsor & Newton Designer's gouache, the white one. But, you know, use what you have. Use exactly what you have. Now, you'd be pleased to know, if you don't like drawing, with this particular painting, there's not a lot of drawing. It's more of just using your paint and your paintbrush, so that will be nice. But I love drawing. Drawing doesn't bother me, but I know some people, you know, can't draw very well, so... No, then. So, the first thing that we do is I'm going to draw in the line of the wave where the sea spray hits the beach, because that's going to be the first job. So I'm just using it's got to be a soft pencil, and today's paper is Arches. It's a cold pressed pad. It's 300 gram, 140 pounds, so it's really thick, durable, lovely paper to work on. And more importantly, it's 100% cotton, so it's not really. It might buckle, but hopefully it won't today. So, and I've got my bulldog clips attached to it because I ran out of masking tape today. That was useful. So I'm just gonna do like a pencil line of where the waves gonna crash the beach. There we go. Yeah, you guys might not be able to see this line, but don't worry, it's, you know, it won't be a problem.
Yeah, you can see it.
Oh, can you? Oh, good. But if you can't, don't worry. I'm going to be painting in all the like I'm not going to draw the boat in until I've done the ocean. So that makes your life a little bit easier. Can you guys still see that?
I have to go get water for paint.
That's okay. I've got plenty of water, so you need a bucket of water. That's that. For the background, I'm going to be using these brushes. I find these brushes really good value for money, and they're really, really good. These are the Crafter's Choice by Royal and Non-Nickel, a very, very good art supply company, and it's a it's a big brush, and I think it's a filbert brush, that one. So the first colour is going to be, yeah, you guessed it, turquoise. So I'm just going to put my...
Oh, can you tell me when would be a good time for... When's a good time for me to turn my camera on?
Anytime. Absolutely anytime. Yeah, go ahead. Anytime. Yep.
Okay.
I just try not to interrupt. That's my biggest...
I know. I was trying not to interrupt too.
I really hate that when people interrupt, but you can't help it, can you? Really? I mean,
I know it's hard. It's hard not to.
Yeah, it's almost inevitable, really, when you're on panel. But so all I'm doing here is I'm just getting some water from my trusty. This is just an upcycled Greek yogurt pot that I put in the dishwasher, and this is just tap water. So you can upcycle things, you know, for like water buckets or brush containers, you know, anything like that. So I've wet the area, and on cold pressed paper, you will notice the little texture, the texture in the, I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but can you see, oh no, hold on. Can you see that texture there? Those little marks there? That's actually
what?
The tooth, it's got a tooth on the paper.
On the paper? No, I can't. Maybe other people can.
It's like a texture. It's like a bumpy texture. That's what they mean by cold press. Yeah, it's a bumpy texture. That's all that means. So
it's rough, a rough texture.
Yeah, rough is kind of even more bumpier.
Oh, okay.
Even bumpier paper. Now this is dry brush technique. I've hardly got any paint on there, but the paint I do have, I'm just kind of just doing like that with it. And I remember when Bob Ross used to paint, he said if you sit there and you're painting like I'm doing now, if you go swoosh, 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 if you're painting ocean or whatever, it does actually really, really help with the, you know, getting that the look of the ocean. And it's this is a Van Gogh watercolor, so that's student grade, but it's very good value for money, and it's a good product too. So are we doing okay so far? You can hear me still?
Yeah, when I get on the camera, I will only be able to check the chat periodically, just like the way if I paint myself, I can only check the chat periodically.
Right. Oh, okay. I've still got a lot to learn with live streams and art. You never stop learning, do you, really?
JCT's here. I'll tell you who's here. JCT's here. Mystic is here. Zargot is here.
Oh, hello.
Grayscale painting is here.
Hello. Hi, chat. Everybody in the chat, I mean. Yeah, so I'm just going in with some really, really good kind of. You can tip the paper if it's not flowing. You can, you know, that can help the paint run. So don't be afraid to do that.
I have an idea. So when I turn my camera on,
yeah,
you could, I don't know, you could just keep talking, and they can watch mine, but they can watch both of ours, but you could just keep talking.
I don't know.
I don't know what. Either that, or we're gonna take turns. We're gonna say, okay, 1 minute. Okay, now for this period of time, you talk.
Yeah.
And then you stop, and then the next, and then I take, and then I'll say, now then we'll say, okay, now it's your turn, your period of time. Now you talk.
Okay, that sounds fine. Yep, that sounds good to me. I don't know what I'll do. You know, I'm pretty easygoing. Well, I like to think I'm easygoing. So can you see?
Almost ready. I have to pick out my soft chalk pastel colors.
Oh, I love pastels. Yeah, I like pastels too.
Yeah, I like them better than oil pastels.
Yeah.
I love soft chalk pastels.
Me too. Yeah, I'm not keen on oil pastels, not really. So I'm just kind of making I'm not really, you know, it's not a great mystery what it is I'm doing here. It's just kind of, you just got to sit there and think, well, you know, I mean, the actual reference photo that I'm using is actually just just the ocean is just pure blue, and there's hardly any movement in the ocean. So I thought, with it being with me teaching a painting, I thought it would be more fun for you guys in the chat if you paint with like the dry brush technique, so you get that contrast in the water. Otherwise, it would just be blue and nothing else. And I think it's more interesting having a bit more contrast.
Oh yeah, contrast is always interesting.
Yeah. Otherwise, it would just be blue. You know, just.
Oh, you need contrast.
Yeah. I mean, it's a beautiful picture. I mean, it's absolutely stunning picture, but it's just blue, and that's it, mainly.
Yeah, it works in a photograph, but maybe not in a painting.
Yeah. And don't worry, if your paint just runs, just let it run, because that's what watercolors want to do. Don't, you know, when you first.
Oh, sorry, Ian's here.
Oh, hello, Ian. If you don't, if it runs, that's good.
All right, so if I turn my camera on, you can keep talking until you find that you have a stopping point to stop. Whatever, because I'm not going to time it.
Okay.
Like when you feel like you have a stopping point to stop, and then I could talk, because I'm going to turn the camera on.
Okay. Well, you can start now, actually, because I'm feeling kind of quiet now that I've got going.
All right, then I'll talk for a period of time.
The note gets darker.
Okay, let's make sure I press the right button here.
Oh, uh-oh.
I'll probably press it right. Hold on.
I hope so. Let's see. I might need more. I'll just go and get some. I thought I had enough paint on there. I need yellow ochre. Where's my yellow ochre? I always drop off camera. Okay, I'm just going for some extra paint here. There we go. That's our Tessa paint, just in case you were wondering. I thought I had enough yellow ochre, but apparently not. There we go. Go for our yellow ochre.
Okay, I'm gonna talk.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, everybody. So this is 12 by 16 inch watercolor, 140 pound watercolor paper, which I don't do watercolor. I mean, this year I'm not doing straight watercolor. What I will be doing is Tombow markers, which are water soluble markers, and I trace over some of the lines, and then with a wet paintbrush, I leave some of the lines showing, but I mute it out, and then it becomes that's the closest I'm getting to watercolor in my mixed media, most likely this year. So I already did the lips and the eyes because they're very detailed, and my head would be, I have to get so up close because of my vision issue that I have to get up close and you would only see my back of my head. So now with soft, I did the eyes, I did the iris and the pupils with Tombow water soluble marker plus colored pencil, and use different shades of blue and green. And same thing for the lips, the same materials. And then now with soft chalk pastel, I'm going to be doing the skin, the face and the neck and the shoulders. But the hair, it's going to be water soluble. I'm going to use water with water soluble Tombow markers. And in the hair, I'm going to add some other kinds of details, some nature, kind of like natural details that you don't even see drawn in yet. I'll be adding those kind of natural details in her hair later, which you don't even see drawn in yet. So what you see me doing here is the soft chalk pastels, and I'll be using I'll be doing not super realistic shading, but I am doing some. I do have my light, medium, and dark, plus a little pink for the cheeks, plus a very light lavender, and the dark violet for also shadows. And so that's what I'm doing. So I'm done explaining what I'm doing right now. Gracie, if you want to talk.
Well, I thought I was all organised. I said, I've got all my paint, and then it turns out I don't have yellow ochre, so I've gone into my other paint set, and I've managed to find botanic gold for the beach. Oh, honestly.
Botanic gold?
No. I said I panicked because I couldn't find any yellow ochre. So I've managed to find some metallic gold for the beach because I've run out of yellow ochre. Oh,
Invoke Art Sense is here. She says beautiful art for both of us. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm getting more comfortable being on camera now with my art a lot better. I'm not quite as nervous as I was. What's the word, Diana? Anxious?
Oh yeah, there's different words. Yeah, anxious word. Oh yeah, anxious.
I don't know what happened to my yellow ochre. Oh, man.
That's exactly what I'm using right now, is yellow ochre soft chalk pastel.
Wow. I love that. I love the lips and the eyes, and the skin tones are really good nowadays, aren't they? The art supplies with the skin tones.
Oh, I didn't buy them. I don't. Oh yeah, I do have one tube of paint of one tone of flesh color. Yeah, they are really good.
They're a lot better, aren't they? I mean, before they came out, it must have been quite tricky to get the flesh tone mixes. I don't know.
Well, it's Crayola. I noticed that has all the different flesh. They actually say the multicultural flesh tone sets.
Yeah.
That they have them in markers, paints, crayons,
colored
pencils.
Yeah. There's so many brands out there. It's it kind of, it's hard to know what to buy sometimes because there's so many. I can't believe I've run out of yellow ochre. Goodness gracious. And it's always on the live stream, Diana, isn't it?
Well, how about, could you mix?
I could do.
I mean, I don't know. Can you? Oh, I forgot. You're not supposed to mix what with
Actually,
white, brown.
Yeah, I think the gold works actually. I think the gold looks pretty good because I think the photographs somewhere like the Maldives or the Bahamas or somewhere where the beaches are literally almost white gold, aren't they?
Yeah, I think gold will work.
Yeah, it should do. It should do. Oh, and now she finds the yellow ochre. Oh, isn't that fine?
You did?
Oh, man. Only on a video, guys. Only on a video. Not when you just sat on your own painting. I like the Japanese watercolors. They've got a lot of color. They've got a lot of pigment in there. Because I think they might be slightly different than the Western paints. Maybe. Are you using anything else, or are you just using pastels?
No, I'm using soft chalk pastels. I've already used colored pencils in the eyes, and I won't be using any more colored pencils, but I did use colored pencil in the eyes and lips. But today I'll be using the Tombow in the hair, and for other natural details, I'm going to be using Tombow markers, and Tombow markers and white acrylic paint for highlights on the face.
Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, I managed to find some bulldog clips, Ian, and I managed to. I've run out of masking tape. Yeah. I'm just having a look to see what I can do whilst that's drying. Is it okay if I put my hairdryer on?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, actually, StreamYard will hear it for like the first few seconds, and then StreamYard actually mutes it out.
Oh, cool. Thank you, StreamYard. Here we go. This is my trusty old hairdryer that I've had for many, many years. It's just a little travel dryer. It's a very small one. But I've had this, I can't tell you how long I've had this for. It must be 20 years almost. Is that all right if I do that now?
Wow, 20 years. I'm going to be adding highlights here on the nose and on the forehead. So if you think later on with white acrylic paint, I'm adding highlights on the tip of the nose, the bridge of the nose, the forehead, right here under, a little bit under the nose on those two, whatever those lines are called.
Wow. I like the white highlights on the lips and then in the eyes, that bit of white that you've got there. That's
yeah,
cool.
you need to highlight. Yeah, thank you.
Cool. It's just about dry, just needs a couple more seconds to dry.
All right. Yeah, everybody, I'll check the chat periodically. And Gracie cannot check the chat at all. Now that was my lightest tone, not white, but that was my lightest tone. Now I'm going to use my mid-tone. I use both the lavender and this mid-tone tan.
Mm-hmm. And to tell if it's dry, you just use the back of your hand and you just rest it on the paper, and if it's still wet, it needs to be dried again. But there's a handy little tip. So this is the original painting that I did, and I'm going to do the boat. I think that's going to be the last thing that I do. I think I'm going to do the sand next, and then after the sand, it'll be the sea spray. And then after that, I'll put my my little boat in there. Yeah, I didn't like the boat at first, Diana, but it's growing on me. It's growing on me.
Yeah, that's what happens when you step away from artwork so you can look at it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny that, isn't it? Because when you set off to, when you've done it and you look at it and you think, oh, I don't like that. But after, even if it's just like 20 minutes away from the painting, you see it with refreshed eyes and yeah. It's I love doing art. It's really relaxing, and it just, it's like escapism, isn't it?
Yeah, but how about the frustration?
Well, yeah, there is that too. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's relaxed. Yes, it is relaxing. Like, it's relaxing for me putting on this
yeah,
the chalk. It still is a little nerve-wracking for me for doing live stream, because if I do a video, I say, oh, if it messes up, I can edit this out and all this. So it's a little still nerve-wracking for me.
Yeah.
Especially because of my vision. Especially with my vision, I can't always get up in all the tiny. I can't see all the tiny details, see around. I'm gonna have to take this off camera and make sure I got it around the eyes the right way.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And I'm just splattering on some. This is just for the grainy sand. And if you've got,
I'm gonna check the chat.
Yeah, you carry on. I'm splattering away here. We're using burnt sienna for this one, this colour. Just literally just dabbing it on like that. And again, if it's too big, all you do is that, and hey presto. So you get your burnt sienna, dab it on the kitchen roll so you don't get that splodge, and then you just
Oh God! No, Ian. What sounds like a rant of the day?
Oh no.
Oh, Invoke Art Sense says, I'm thinking of doing live stream, but it is nerve-wracking. You guys inspire me.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no, Invoke Art Sense, you should. Well, maybe it's not for everybody. I don't know, but you should at least try it.
Yeah, give it a try. Heck, if I can do it, anybody can do it. And I'm frightened.
She's very anxious.
I'm frightened to death here, I tell you. It's like being in the deep end of the pool and not being able to swim, Well, maybe that was a bit dramatic, but you know what I mean. So all you do is you just flick that paint, and then you get that really cool grainy sand kind of texture thing going on there. Yep. and it's burnt sienna, and it's Holbein. And here, that's what it looks like when it's in the palette. That is, yeah, that is burnt sienna. And then you just, and kitchen roll. Kitchen roll will be your best friend for art. You will use kitchen roll possibly on nearly every painting that you do. It's brilliant for lifting up mistakes. It's just brilliant to have. So, and then you just splatter attack. Some people don't like to splatter, do they? Some people don't like doing that.
Stressful. Oh, what was that?
People don't like to do the splatter technique, because it's kind of, you know, because it's kind of random.
Right. Oh, and you can cover up places where you don't want it to go, like put a paper towel down.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Look, just there. People think that watercolor is a really unforgiving medium. It's not. Honestly, it's not. All you need to do is go back to the basics, which is what I do. And then, you know, you just cover the basics. And once you learn the basics, you're all set with watercolor, because it's just a simple little technique like that. You know, I mean, you're going to be doing that near enough every painting, virtually. So,
yeah. Once something's dry, you can't make it lighter.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
If you totally mess up a section, you can't paint over it.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, you can make it darker, but you can never make it lighter.
Yeah, that is true. I forgot that little tip there. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, because with acrylic, you can layer, can't you? You can layer over. With acrylic, can you? Or
yeah, you can paint over anything. Paint over light, over dark.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then if you feel that the grains are too big, you just dab on with your little. Oh, it's shiny, Diana. It's metallic gold. You can see it shine. Ooh.
Oh, I thought you said you found your yellow ochre.
Well, I put a bit of both in, actually. I put metallic gold and yellow ochre, but the metallic gold is optional. You don't have to. That's just because I couldn't find the yellow ochre. Now then, I'm gonna have to wait for that to dry. So, will that be really annoying if I put my hairdryer on again?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because I'm able to talk. I'm able to talk over it.
Okay. Can everybody see everything? Okay.
Yeah, everybody. Well, I'll check the chat in a minute.
Okay. I'll pop the old trusty hairdryer on. There we go.
Oh, no.
Yep, that's dry. Cool. Now then, let's have a look. So, again, this is a Royal and Non-Nickel watercolour brush. They're really inexpensive and they're really, really good brushes. I really like their brushes.
They're really expensive?
Yeah, they're very cheap. They're very affordable. I like them. I've always used their watercolour brushes.
Sorry, people, I'm off camera because now I have to I wonder how off camera I am. Let's see.
I can still see it.
Oh yeah, can you tell me? Can you still see what I'm doing?
I can still see you. Yep.
Oh.
That's cool. I can definitely see you. Now, can you guys see that lovely texture there in the water? That's the exact effect that I was trying to talk about. That is what you call a bloom a watercolor bloom. Now,
I love bloom.
sometimes you want to bloom, and other times you don't want to bloom, if that makes any sense. So for this instance, it's really, really useful to have that because it's helping in contrast with, say, the whiter parts of the ocean. So you get that really cool, different, contrast going on. And that's what was it you said? Contrast is always good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to go for burnt sienna, and this brush is it's a flat brush, and it's a number 10 by Royal and Nam Nickel. Yeah, they're very good. I highly recommend those. So I'm gonna move my paper, move your paper so it's comfortable for you. And then I'm gonna take the burnt sienna and I'm just going to wiggle the paint very thinly, just so it makes the white part of the, like the wave that's crashing in, up the first wave that comes in. And all you see is pretty much white with a bit of blue. So if by putting this dark colour against the sand, which is a lighter colour, that's going to help this the sea spray. That's going to help that become really white. So there you go. How are we doing for time? I'm a bit of a slow painter.
Oh, I don't know. I don't have my watch on, so I have to check. I would have to check the iPad.
I just wondered. It is. Oh no, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. I'm a bit of a slow painter, Diana. I don't know if you are.
I thought you're fast.
Am I? Oh,
okay. I don't know if you're slow. Like you're not slow. I don't know. I thought you were fast, but if you're, I didn't think of you as slow. I thought you as just regular paced or maybe even fast.
So can you guys see what I've done there? Look. Now that might be a little bit too thick, the line. So trusty kitchen roll. You just place it in the paint and you just dab away. And then if you feel like you've removed too much, don't panic, everything's fine. Just reload your brush with your burnt sienna and then you just lay that colour down again. Wow.
I'm going to add the highlights next on the bridge, the point of the nose, the bridge of the nose, a little bit of the forehead and the chin.
Wow, Diana, that's really cool.
Oh, thanks.
So let's see. So what's Gracie going to do next, people? Let's see. Now then, I could work on the boat whilst this line for the sand is going to dry. So this is about the only part of the painting that I've actually drawn in, really. It's been mostly just painting in the details. We're all organised, Diana. I've even got my ruler ready.
Is the boat which part of that painting is the hardest for you? The boat?
Yeah, the boat's going to be about here, just about there. It's not a very big boat. It's just a white boat. I don't know too much about boats, but I like them. But I don't know too much about boats.
I spent 4.5 years sailing a lot of different places.
Oh wow! Wow!
It's work.
Wow!
Just sailboat doing nothing. Oh my goodness! It's a lot of work, and I didn't know what I'm doing, so I have to constantly be ordered around. Do this, do that, turn this, do the sail, do this, do that. Like I didn't know what I'm doing for 4.5 years. I didn't know what I'm doing.
Oh man!
That's a rant. I'm ranting, Ian.
Yeah. Ian.
I gotta get an eraser for this.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys can see that line. I'm just doing the side of the boat at the minute. So I've just drawn a line there, and then where's the camera? There you go. And then there's like half a triangle, and then another line. And I will be using white gouache again because it's more opaque. But you guys, if you guys like to use white watercolor, go right ahead. It's your painting. Yeah.
It sounds like you're almost done. Are you?
Well, yeah, but I can slow down.
That's fast. See?
I can slow down.
Let me see. What time?
Does it
40.
does it look okay?
1:30.
Does it look okay still, the painting?
Yeah, I would say, I don't know if adding a little bit more contrast in the blue. I don't know.
Yeah, I might do actually. I'll draw.
I'm not sure where you would. I don't know where you should put. I don't know where you, because that photo reference you have really is not a good indicator of where you should put some darker blues.
Yeah, I might put a few, maybe like a Parisian blue, maybe towards the top area. I don't know. Should we just see? I can have a bit of a play. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean,
move here. Ian's saying move to the brush distance. What's he talking about?
I have what was that? Sorry.
Move to the brush distance. Well, he must definitely get type out. Hi, Alicia. One Peaceful Mind is in here. Alicia.
Hi, Alicia.
Pink Prozac is in here.
Hello, Pink Prozac.
Hi, you guys. Welcome.
How's everybody?
Oh, Carolyn to be free's in here.
Hello.
She said you two are doing great.
Oh, good.
And Pink Prozac says, looking good so far.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I'll put a bit of darker blue in the ocean, I think. Yeah, it does need a bit more contrast, doesn't it? Definitely. I'm still learning, guys. I mean, there's an awful lot for me to learn. I'm you know, I don't think you ever stop learning, do you, really? I mean,
no, you should never stop learning. You never should think you know it all.
Exactly. Yeah.
But here's what people do. They say, I know everything I want to know. And then they don't want to know anymore. And then maybe they don't want to learn anymore. They don't want to know anymore about, I don't know, all different aspects of life.
Yeah.
That you're learning. Everything is learning. So some people say, whatever. They feel like they need a break because learning can be hard. I mean, learning can be stressful. Learning can be hard.
Yeah.
So they feel like, well, no, or they want to be comfortable. Like, no, I know, I've learned everything I want to know. So
yeah, my granddad was very opinionated, and now you know why my dad's the way he is. You know.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask. That's your father's father.
Yeah, it's just the same. He always had to know everything, and he was always right about everything. And it's like, oh man.
Oh, that's where your father got it from.
Yeah. I mean, I love my dad. Don't get me wrong. I've always been a daddy's girl and everything, but he seems to think that he has, supreme knowledge above everybody else. And it just gets a bit frustrating, but I'm kind of used to it really. But I mean, I joke about it more than get upset about it. But it just goes to show, how one parent can, he's obviously inherited that from from my granddad. So yeah, it's just one of those things.
But is your mother still living?
Oh yeah. She's really tough, is my mum actually. She's only small. She's much shorter than me.
You said what? Before that you said she's really what?
She's really small. She's quite small.
Yeah, because I had never heard you talk about your mother. I heard you talk about your father a lot.
Oh, well, yeah. I hope it wasn't complaining.
Yeah, about how he tells you you're wrong all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Here's where I have to do this off camera, do these white highlights.
Ah. Oh, I love the makeup. Wow.
Oh, the purple.
Yeah, I love that.
So it's kind of like, I guess it's kind of like makeup, and it's kind of like, I don't know, makeup and whimsical. Like that's how maybe she
Yeah,
really is. I don't know.
I like the whimsical. Whimsical's, nothing wrong with whimsical.
No, yeah, I prefer that to trying to do too much realism.
Well,
I
this is
like abstract too, abstract and whimsical.
yeah, yeah. See, the thing with me is because I'm still learning. I don't think I'm ever going to be fine art level. I think I'm probably more impressionistic. But with
Oh, I love impressionism too.
yeah, and I think some people might look at my painting tonight and think, well, gosh, she needs to put a ton more details in there. And I'm
Uh,
like, well, I mean, provided that you like the look of your painting, I mean, does it really matter? It
no,
depends on. It
no, it
depends
doesn't.
on. I think it depends on the person, really, doesn't it? It's personal preference.
Yeah, it's personal preference. Unless you're painting it for somebody, like a commission, and they're paying you to paint it a certain way.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and there's nothing more real than an artist teaching on a live stream and making mistakes, so that the person who's watching, they won't make that mistake that you've made. So I mean, it's all good.
Can you see me? Can you see me? Am I all the way off camera or what?
Yeah. No, I can see you.
Just the forehead? You can't see the chin, right?
I can see the chin.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I can't believe that I ran out of white gouache again. Oh, me and white gouache. Ugh. I should get a big tube of it actually, because on Amazon they've got some really big tubes of gouache, haven't they?
I don't know. I never buy gouache.
I think Ian's got a bit of gouache somewhere.
Ian would know.
Yeah. This is the last part of my gouache, you see, on this palette, and it's not really showing up very well because I haven't got much left.
Oh, I gotta check the chat. Hold on.
Actually, you guys can't see that now, can you?
Oh, thank you, Grayscale Paint. He said, good shading, Diana. Thank you.
It's beautiful. I love yours.
Oh, thank you, Gracie.
I'm having a problem with my boat.
Invoke Art then says she loves gouache.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's quite popular, isn't it?
She loves white gouache especially. Ow.
Me too. Me too. But not when I run low on it, though. I should have a lifetime supply of white gouache. Then I wouldn't have these. Now you see, look, here's the thing. Look, here's something that's gone wrong on my painting on Alive. Because I'm running low on my white gouache, I'm going in for my normal white watercolor. But can you see the difference? It's hardly showing, isn't it? It hardly shows. Look. So there you go. You see.
What hardly shows?
Because I'm running low on my white gouache, I've had to go into my white regular watercolor, and because
the Chinese white, China
yeah,
white.
but you still can't really see the white there, can you? I'm struggling with that little bit of this.
You mean the white spatter?
Yeah. Do you think I should put another colour down? Because on the boat there's a little bit of red and blue on the boat. There's like red.
You're totally out of white gouache.
Just about. Just about.
You don't happen to have any white acrylic paint, do you?
No, I don't. Which is I can maybe layer on more white. We'll see. We'll see. See, we're learning together, everybody.
More layers of the white might work.
Yeah, I might have to add much more layers. You see, I mean, everybody makes mistakes, guys. Don't worry. Especially if
Invoke Art Sense, she says she loves watercolor too.
oh, awesome. I love watercolors. Yeah. A lot of people don't like watercolor, but no.
So, Invoke Art Sense says, do you have a white colored pencil?
No, I don't actually.
White oil pastel, white chalk.
That would mean I would have to leave to go and have a look, and I could be on for some time.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, that's just something you're going to add later. Like, you're not going to finish this whole painting. You'll just have to say, okay, the white gouache, such and such, is going to be painted, has to be painted at a later date.
Maybe. That might, I think I might have to do that actually on this one. Oh, man. Here's me saying, oh, I'm all organised, Diana.
Whoops, I put no ears.
Oh.
I know some people that they don't always put ears.
Really?
Yeah, I should. Hold on.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to leave the boat just for a few minutes, just to see how it looks when it's dried a little bit. So I'm going to go in with my cobalt blue, which is this guy here. And then I'm just going to kind of maybe get some contrast going on in the ocean. But I really like that effect that it's getting off the blooms that we talked about earlier.
Yeah, I love blooms.
I do. I think they're pretty. I think they're really good. I think they're very useful. Like in a blurry photograph, like if you've got some flowers or something in a field, you know, and you get a couple of...
yeah, that would be a cool technique for flowers.
Yeah. I mean, I am primarily a botanical painter, but I mean, this area that I'm painting in now, I'm not very experienced, but you know, I'm learning, so you know. What was it that old saying about never giving up? You know, you've always got to try. When you're a kid, they say not.
Try again. Or
That's
something
it.
Like that.
That's the one. That's what I do.
Never give up. Try again.
Try again. That's the one.
I guess sometimes you die trying, like you die chasing your dream.
Yeah.
Because not everybody can achieve. Like I had some dreams. Some of my dreams come true. Some of my dreams came true, and some of them didn't. You know what? Not all your dreams are going to come true. You're a very lucky person or something like that if every one of your dreams come true. So some of my dreams came true, but not all of them.
Yeah.
And
yeah. No, I get that. Yeah. But you know, sometimes you get kind of bored just painting botanicals all the time, and it's nice just to kind of, you know, pardon the pun, branch out and do something, you know, paint something different. You know,
yeah, that's what you feel.
Yeah, like, you know, paint outside your comfort zone, and you know, you'd be surprised what you can learn. I mean,
I've done that a lot. See, I got too scattered artistically. Yeah. So that's why I'm really focusing on one subject this in 2020.
That's a very good idea. Yeah. I know what you mean.
For some people, yes, they need to experiment. Some people do. I have experimented so much with so many different mediums, and I need to focus on one subject.
Yeah.
And I'm only allowing myself 3 different mediums. Well, I got all these alcohol ink paints that I bought, and I got to really use them. So I am still going to use alcohol inks, but
yeah,
I'm either using mixed media or acrylic. Those are my mixed media or acrylic, and that includes drawing, I guess. But whenever I draw it, well, drawing always usually is mixed media, and I don't know, sometimes it's painting. And
yeah, I don't know. It's just
I'm not limiting my medium so much as I'm limiting
what you're
my
actually
subject.
I know what you mean. And and another thing, if I make a mistake in a painting when you're teaching, I think that's actually really useful, because not only does it make you look like you're a bit more down to earth, and you're not kind of, oh, I'm a teacher, so that means I'm better than you, you know.
Whatever. That's what, when I taught elementary school kids, you know, they look at the teacher, think, oh, the teacher must be perfect, right?
Yeah.
So no, so that was, yes, that's a good learning moment. That's a good teaching moment when you make a mistake and then you show kids, see, I make mistakes too. And then the thing is, then when they make a mistake, there's a whole thing, like you can either erase your mistake, paint over your mistake, turn your be imaginative or creative and turn your mistake into something else. So there's a whole thing about when you make a mistake of then what can you do?
Yeah.
There's different options.
I mean, look at this
besides crumpling it up and throwing it away, which that's the first kid's reaction.
Yeah, like with my first boat painting that I did today, I really liked the boat that I did, but that was when I had my white gouache. And now because I've run low on white gouache, I can't get the boat quite right. And there will be days where you get really frustrated and think, oh man, why did that have to happen? But I mean, it's just one of those quirks in life, isn't it? Yep. But you can see how much that's the regular watercolor white, and that's the white gouache. Now you can see there, you can just see the strength of the colors on this one, and on this one it's really sort of almost bland, really. But that's the white gouache and on the paint. So yeah.
Thanks for coming up the live, everybody. Let's see. I'm going to read the chat. Ian Jackson says, lift the paint out, then dry it, and paint a darker. Oh, he's talking. Well, that's only if you're not painting on really cotton-based paper. If you're painting on a paper, because I learned that from him. If you're painting on a paper that has a lot of sizing in it, then you can lift it out after it's dried.
Yeah.
And then dry it and paint a dark color around the outside of the boat. Oh, he's talking to you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, hold on. He says, lift the paint out, then dry it, and paint a dark color around the outside of the boat.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea. I will do that. I'll just try and get this light off the. There we go. See, look, you can just lift up the paint like that. Look, it's quite amazing actually.
There's a lot of sizing in your paper.
There is. It's hold on a sec. There we go. It's 300 grams, 140 pounds. Yeah. So that is very durable paper. Arches is really durable. Thank you, Ian. I knew I should have put that order in for white gouache, Diana.
I had to change my water.
Oh, see, there's another thing. Water.
What about it?
Well, there's all these things to take into consideration whether you're just on a video teaching art or whether you're on a live stream. Just little things like getting enough water for your painting. I don't think people realise unless they do a video just how much goes into art videos. There's a lot to there's a lot to take in and remember. There we go. You can see those lines now, can't you? That's better. Let's see. How are we doing?
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, you're back. Yay. Yeah, don't need me, Diana. Don't need me. So whilst that paint is drying, I'm going to work on the sea spray because that's just about dry now. So there we go. And if I show you this picture, it's kind of with my paintbrush. I'm just going to literally do that. I'm just tapping in the.
No, stop! Wait a minute. My computer, my laptop is black.
Oh.
What's wrong?
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Hold on.
That's okay, don't worry, don't panic. These things happen on a live.
Oh, good. What should I do? Ah, it totally left StreamYard. I don't know if we got disconnected.
Oh.
Can somebody in the chat say whether you can see us anymore? Whether the chat got disconnected? Ian would know. What it says? Let's see. It says, "Oh, something." It says something went wrong. Okay, I had this happen before again. It was all right. Try again. It just happened. Something went wrong. That's what it says.
I have that happened to me a couple of weeks back. I'm not sure.
Last time this happened, it didn't disconnect me.
Ah.
I think we're okay.
Yay.
Yeah, because the orange button's still there saying if I want to end the stream. I think. Oh goodness.
Oh man,
let's see what they say in the chat. Did we black out at all? Ian says it's okay. We see you.
Oh,
so it didn't do anything to the stream.
Phew. Oh, oh no, what a nightmare. Oh my goodness. I hate it when it does that.
It doesn't happen that often. This happened more often lately. I went for months with live streaming and never had a problem. And then in the past couple months, I've had more problems.
Yeah. I have no idea. Who do we have in the chat?
Okay, hold on. Let me check. Before the next step is I'm going to start the hair next.
Cool. Yours is looking amazing. Wow.
Put your hands in. We see you. Put your hands in. That's what you meant. Put your hands in the camera.
There you go.
Okay. Ian's here. Let's see. Who else is here? Let's see. There's 7 people watching. There was 11 and 12.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Invoke Art Sense might still be here. I'm not sure. Mystic might be here. I'm not sure. Grayscale Painting might be here. Often he listens, and Mystic usually many times she's just listening, and many times Grayscale Painting is listening, and sometimes Carolyn is listening, and JCT was in here, and Carolyn was in here, and Invoke Art Sense, and Pink Prozac was here. But it's only Ian talking in the chat right now, and I think Zargot Hunter, he's not here anymore. One Peaceful Mind, Alicia, I don't know if she's here. These are people that have visited. Those are the people that visited.
Cool. Wow. Lots of people. Good. So the next part of the painting is going to be, I think this is the best part of the painting actually, is the sea spray for the wave. That's really good fun. I enjoy doing that one. So yeah, so we will be doing this part now. And then hopefully I'll get my boat sorted. I'm hoping. Yeah. We're nearly together, people. We're nearly together. Well, me, that is. Yeah. Which part of your drawing are you working on?
Okay, I'm going to start the hair.
Oh, wow. Okie dokie. Where's my paintbrush gone? Here we go. So I'm using the same paintbrush. It's a flat one, and it's number 10, Royal and Nam Nickel. And I'm just going to go into this white paint. Now you need to load your paintbrush quite a lot with this. This is Chinese white, and I'm just twisting as I'm applying the paint. Just literally like that. You need a lot on, so don't worry. So there we go. So we've got our first. Now, have a look at that just before we start. You're just kind of tapping along the wave. So you get that. And then after you've done that section, I'll teach you how to splatter parts of the sea spray on the foam, on the foamy wave. So we're just literally dabbing on. Now it might not be as white because it's not white gouache, but I shall get there. Now just literally, you're just tapping in like so, just kind of random kind of tapper, tapper, tapper.
And are you covering a section of your painting so it all doesn't get spattered?
Yeah, I'm just doing the foamy part of the wave, the first wave crashing on the beach. But it's not going to be as white as it would be without my white gouache. But you know, use what you have, people. Use what you have. You don't need to go out and buy gouache. You can, you know, use the white that's in your paint set. You know, use what you have. Says she, who will go to the art shop tomorrow and buy another.
Yeah.
See what I mean? I'm a hypocrite, Diana.
What?
I'm a hypocrite. Yeah. That's what I am. I'm a hypocrite. Have we had a rant yet?
What?
Have we had a rant yet?
Yeah.
Did we have one?
Now Ian says that I've ranted twice already or something.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Now I'm ready to add the water, everybody. This was a water-soluble Tombow marker. So
yeah. Oh wow.
So it shows it better with darker color, but I made her have light hair because the nature elements that I'm going to add are going to be green, shades of green, and it would never show up on black, or it would not show up on purple. I did them with Tombow markers too, and it would, if I used acrylic paint, it probably would show up on darker hair, but that's, I'm choosing just to use the marker. I love using these Tombow water soluble markers.
Yeah. Markers are really popular, aren't they?
Yeah, for some people that's all they do is like use coat. And if you're really into markers, then you get Copic markers.
Yeah, I've heard of Copic markers.
Those are refillable, so that's why they're expensive, but they're worth the money or something because they're so high quality and they're refillable. But I never got into markers that much. I have a set of different color permanent markers, and then I just have the water soluble markers.
Oh. People who do watercolors don't like using black and white colors either, do they? There's a lot of artists that don't like using the black and white ones, but I don't really like that. Well, if you're a watercolor painter, a lot of times, a lot of artists don't like using black or white colors.
Oh, no, a lot of artists are like that. No, white is okay with many artists that I know about, but a lot of artists avoid using black. They either mix black. They say black is too shallow of a color. So with black, they either add like a dark blue or a dark red, and they say that gives it more depth. Yeah.
It doesn't really bother me. Black, I don't mind using that.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends.
It depends on the artist. Not all artists say that. I just know a lot of artists say that, but I know some artists say, "Oh, I love using black."
Yeah. You could see the white foam, but it's still not quite as white as the trusty old white gouache. You can see a difference there, can't you? There, look. You can just see. I think it's because gouache is thicker in consistency as well. I think gouache is the consistency of acrylic, but
I think so.
But it actually acts like a watercolor when you put the water with the paint, and it just flows. So that would be quite nice. That would be.
That's a dry.
That would be fun to try something different. But as I say, I'll keep plodding away, and you know, and like I said the other day, you're not going to have every time you paint, you're not going to have a really good painting every time you paint. You're going to find yourself sometimes where you're frustrated with a piece. Like me, you know, like the boat. Like the boat is like really annoying me now because I can't, you know, I can't get that white part of the boat right. But you know, I mean.
Oh, did you use Ian's suggestion? Did you try Ian's suggestion?
I will do. Yes, as soon as I've done this part of the painting, I will try.
I got to use my dryer now.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's enough sea spray there, Gracie. It's a very choppy sea, this one. I shall put the old hairdryer on. There you go. You just go. Oh, no.
Hi, Irish Whiskey Paranormal. Welcome. Invoke Art Sense is still here. Oh, she has Invoke Art Sense has some Copics. She goes, they are affordable and work well.
Oh, good.
She has Ohu markers. I heard Ohu markers.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Pink Prozac is here. She's just working. Thanks for listening, Pink.
Sorry, what was that?
Pink Prozac is still here. She's just working. So I said, thank you, Pink, for listening.
Thank you for listening. Yeah, thank you. I'll just dry this, and then I'm just about finished when I've done the boat. When I've tried to salvage my boat. I'll try and save the boat. There we go. Phew, it's a bit hot with that hairdryer off. Behind me. Now then, that's nice and dry.
Our pictures are like matching colors.
They are.
The beach is a lot of that. She looks like she would go to the beach.
Yeah.
But she's not done yet. I'm adding all kinds of foliage and flowers in her hair and around her. She's more going to be like a woodland fairy girl or something.
Yeah. Now then, what colours do you suggest, guys, for this boat? On the picture, it has red and blue in the on the boat in the picture. It is a white boat. It is a white boat, but it's got red and blue. So, should I forget the white part and just do it with red and blue?
Okay, ask Ian. Let me see. What does Ian say? Gracie's asking you a question, Ian.
Yeah, thank you, Ian. Much appreciated.
All right, I gotta wait for his answer.
Let's have a think. Yeah, I could do. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at my palette.
If he didn't step away, I don't know if he still stepped away.
Well, I tell you what, I'll put some red in the boat and some blue as it is in the picture, and we'll see how it looks.
Oh, hold on. Irish Whiskey Paranormal. Hello again.
Hello.
Says, is the boat wood or fiberglass?
Fiberglass.
Okay, and Ian says, yes, do another color.
Cool. Thank you, Ian. Thank you. Okay, so I will go with my blue, my darker blue. My darker blue. And this one's a Parisian blue, and that's what Parisian blue looks like on your palette. It's a nice blue. I love painting with blue colours. Yeah.
I might not finish this picture on camera.
Oh,
I'll finish it later today, but I might not finish it on our live stream. I'm not sure because I now see all these little vines have little leaves.
Yeah. On the next, if I ever do any more painting live streams, I think I might do a botanical, and maybe really practice my seascapes before I. But you know, I mean, the first one turned out fine. So, but
Is that your first? Is that your first seascape?
It was about my second. I've only done. I think it was.
Oh, that's your second seascape.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
You know, I'm learning. Let's see. I think it looks like a boat that George Clooney might have. It's a very posh looking, expensive boat, or maybe Bono from U2. It might be Bono from U2's boat.
That's what you wish.
Yeah, it could be.
Could be.
It looks like, you know, like a rich man's kind of, you know, rich man's holiday, should we say? How's this colour looking, Diana? I put Parisian blue because it's
Prussian. You mean Prussian blue?
There's another thing I've never. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
What are you asking?
Do you think that looks better with the blue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More contrast and make it show up better.
Yeah, because that's the first one. And I've added just blue, maybe with a bit of red in the yeah, because on this one you have a ladder. There's a ladder leading up for the people to get onto the boat, and you know, and that sort of thing. Yeah, we're doing fine. I'm sorry if my hand is in the way, but sometimes when you're on camera you can't help but put your hand there. There you go. That shows up much better. That's good. So I'm going to go into my red colour. And this one's the red. And this one's Sennelier. And I think it's Rouge. I think that's the name of the colour. And then I'm going to have a look at this painting again, just to, you know, and if you're using a reference photograph, keep looking at your photograph, because every time that you look at your, you know, at your reference image, it's going to be, you're going to notice these subtle little differences the more that you paint. Am I making any sense?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
and sometimes I'm like, my painting just doesn't look like the photograph. I've said this in the past. Oh, my painting doesn't look like the photograph. I don't know what else to do, and then I get stumped, and I say I absolutely do not know what to do.
Same. I think that's what's happened with this painting today. I think I like the first one, but this one I'm not really. I'm not feeling this one, Diana. This one that I'm painting tonight. But there you go. You know.
But you liked your first one?
I like my first one. I'm really proud of my first one, but I'm not really on the second one. But you know, I mean,
it's different.
Yeah, it's because it's different, I think.
Oh, you see a difference?
I'm not sure. It might grow on me.
That's hard. No, that's always hard to do. A copy of the same painting. A lot of times you are going to like one better than the other.
Yeah. I tell you who was talking about that. Lindsay Wyrick, the frugal crafter.
Yeah, I know.
She very often says that, and it's absolutely right, because it's funny how, like, if I do a live stream or a video, I always do 2 paintings before the actual.
Oh, that's a lot.
Or video, and maybe, just maybe I overworked. You know, maybe I overworked it. Maybe, I don't know.
2 paintings.
Yeah. So maybe maybe by doing 2 of the same image for a live stream, maybe maybe that's too much. I don't know what, too much pressure on me to. I don't know. It's like a rehearsal. I use it like a rehearsal.
Yeah, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of. I hand it to you for doing that.
Oh, thank you.
I might think it out and plan it in my head, and maybe do a little sketch, but I don't do a whole thing and then do a video or a live stream now.
Oh, I do. I do. Maybe I put too much pressure on myself. I do tend to do that usually. But my New Year's resolution, Diana, is to not be as hard on myself. I really need to stop, beating myself up with every single, especially with art, because I mean, for me, art is mainly like a hobby. It's not, I'm not a paid professional, but I just need to chill. I just need to relax and not worry about everything. Did you make any New Year's resolutions, or?
No, I don't call them resolutions. Yeah, I call them intentions.
Ah.
Intentions, and I have 2 words for the year. I have intentions and I have affirmations.
Yeah.
I did kind of make a resolution, and I got really frustrated. It was about losing 10 pounds, and it used to be I could lose weight easier when I was younger, and I cannot believe. So I did everything right this one week, like the first week that I had my resolution or whatever, and I did everything right. And after 1 week, I only lost 1 pound, and I couldn't believe it. And I got so frustrated. I said, "Forget it." But now I'm back to it again, because now I got the motivation to walk for a whole hour each time when I go to the gym. Yeah. And that's a lot more, because I usually only walk half an hour and that's it. So now I'm walking a whole hour every time I go.
Yeah.
That should help.
Now here's what we were just saying, that when you said you don't do 2 paintings before a video. Yeah. Now this is the second one. This is the second boat, and that's my first boat. But if I put them up together, I think the first one's better. But I mean, the second one's not too bad. But these things happen.
I don't know. I'm not looking right now. Maybe send me the pictures later.
Yeah, will do, definitely. But yeah. And being on panel, I mean, that takes a couple of goes, doesn't it? I mean, you're not going to, I mean, I haven't done many painting streams. Not really.
This is the first time I've ever done art on panel with somebody.
Yeah.
No, the last time we took turns. Like, you did yours first, then I did mine. But this is the first time I've been on with somebody, and I had been wanting to do this for a long time. I'm like, oh, that would be so fun to be able to get a group of artist friends together, and we all get on panel together.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking about that last year, but friends that I knew, they didn't know how to do. I mean, I don't know. I didn't know anybody that wanted to.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm just going to go over the sea spray again with a bit more white. Doing those tapping type markings on the paper. Well, it's not looking too bad now, Diana. I quite like it now.
Let me see.
It's growing on me. It's getting there.
The boat? You still working on the boat?
I think I'll leave that now. I don't want to overwork the.
The only thing I'd say about the boat is it needs some shading.
Yeah.
Like one side of the boat needs to be in shadow.
Yeah. Let's see. What colour should we use? I could go in with either cobalt blue, which is this one. I could go in with that one, because that's darker than what I've got on there. Let's see.
Which side of the boat would you put in shadow?
I suppose under here, maybe. Under
Where I can't see your paper.
back there, under there.
Where are you pointing?
Here we go. Under here. Or oh no, it would be here, wouldn't it? Because
I was thinking of one side, so top and bottom of one side. Wait, is that all one side of the boat or what? I don't say what is this?
there you are. I could do.
Oh, wait a minute. I see what you're saying. Wait a minute. Wait, so the side that's facing us is all one flat side?
Yep. It's a very simple boat, actually. That's why I chose it, because it was so simplistic. The shape of the boat and everything.
I would just add like a little streaks of shading.
Yeah, very, very sort of,
Yeah, start out light. Don't do it dark. Start out light.
Right, okay, I can do that. Don't panic, Gracie, don't panic. Let's see. Let's have a go. Let's see what we can do here. I love the turquoise colour.
The what?
I like the turquoise colour.
Oh yeah, I love turquoise.
That's probably my favourite colour.
Yeah, turquoise is one of my favorite colors.
Yeah, I love it. I quite like teal.
Oh yeah, I love teal. And then I get confused. Like teal and turquoise, they're almost the same thing. I don't get it.
They're very similar. Yeah.
I don't see. I can barely see. I don't understand the difference.
No, I don't understand that either. No. And this turquoise is just the Van Gogh watercolors. And it was really inexpensive. It was £1 something. It was super cheap, so I thought, why not? It's really vibrant, isn't it? Turquoise.
Oh yeah, and there's different kinds of turquoise.
There's sort of more green in some turquoises, like
some turquoise is more green, some turquoise is more blue.
Yeah. I think this one is slightly more blue, I think. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, that looks good with the shadow now. That I like that now.
Oh, let me see.
There you go. That looks better. Just that simple little shadow.
Oh yeah. The shadow under the boat that's in the. Oh yeah, that's shadow in the water, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that looks better.
I like that now. Now you see, that's what I was talking about earlier. Just adding that extra. I mean, sometimes you can put too much detail. That's something that's overworked.
Yeah.
If you just, I mean, it really kind of. It depends on your personal preference as an artist, but for me, if you just do a couple of little details, then I think it really just makes that bit of difference, you know. Yeah. Let's see. I might put a bit of a. It's a really simple picture, actually. There's not much.
Well, I know the photograph was. That photograph is really simple.
I know that. I think that maybe that's where I went wrong in actually choosing.
Maybe one that you need photograph that has more contrast in them.
Maybe, yeah. It's hard to know what to paint all the time too, because you always look out for inspiration, don't you? I mean,
I know I'm painting all the time. I'm painting women all year, women's faces.
Yeah.
But I can paint them all different ways.
Yeah. That looks better now with that shadow. you. There we go. Ah, now then, do I need another shadow on the other side, do you think? On the top part, maybe?
Yeah, but how are you going to do it? What do you mean?
Let's have a look. I'm just going to put a little bit there. There you go.
You think she should have more yellow in her hair or green?
Maybe a bit more yellow, maybe.
Okay, I'm going to do it with chalk pastels.
Oh, wow. Those colours really pop, don't they?
What, on yours?
No, on yours.
Oh, thank you.
Let's have a look. Now then, let's see. Let's see, Gracie, let's see. Let's see if there's anything else I need to do on this one. Let's have a look. No, I actually really like the boat now, Diana.
I'll look at it in just a minute.
I think it looks better. I might put a bit more in the sand area, perhaps. Let's see.
Do you ever look at somebody's watercolor and say, oh, I want to paint, and that's like you try to do a copy of theirs?
Not lately, but maybe when I first started, but no, not really. Well, I suppose if you look at a Claude Monet painting and think, oh man, I wish I painted that. No, not lately. Good question, but not lately.
More yellow. Oh, JCT agreed. More yellow. So that's what I did. I added more yellow. Oh, Ian says teal is more tinted. Light than turquoise.
Ah.
What? I thought teal was darker.
I did. I would have said darker. Ah. I thought that teal was much more darker than turquoise. Like a darker green.
JC says, what are you going, she's asking me, what are you going to do by the nose? What do you mean? What are you going to do by the nose? By the nose? I don't know about the nose, but down here I'm thinking what am I going to do?
Ah. There we go.
Oh, and I can have vines. What did you mean? I don't know, but what do you mean by the nose, JC? Oh, here I can have. I like this. I'm gonna have vines hanging down her face.
I'm just putting some cadmium yellow. I can never say that word either. Cadmium.
Cadmium.
Thank you. I can never say that. It's a tough one. Now then. Well, let's have a see. It's it's 20 to 8 here. We've been painting for quite a while, haven't we?
I haven't.
It's easy to get lost into a painting, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's on.
I'm just going to go in with this white colour again, just to try and get a bit more of the sea spray. But this is only like my my third seascape, so hopefully over time I'll develop my skills more.
Yeah. Maybe seascape will be one of your fortes.
I hope so. I love I love just painting ocean. It's just
Do you live near the ocean?
I don't actually, no. Maybe that's why I like them so much. If I don't live near one. We have rivers and things, but not near the ocean.
Oh, let me see what JC was saying. I don't know what she was talking about the nose.
Oh.
Oh, hi, Picker Rick.
Hello, Rick. Hello.
Thanks for stopping by. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
No, Rick, it's not a self-portrait. If it looks like a self-portrait, it's by accident.
Ah.
I wasn't meaning it to be a self-portrait.
Oh, look, I've got paint on my hand, Diana. I'm covered in paint. Thanks for reading the chat, Diana, because I can't see. I can't read the chat.
Yeah.
No, then.
Oh, why is the white line there? It's kind of very stylistic. It's a highlight, and I know it's kind of like a severe line, but it's a stylistic element to kind of have it be like that. I was inspired by another artist that she does her highlights like that, so I just like that stylistic way of doing highlights.
I love the hair.
Thank you.
I wish I had her hair, Diana. The length.
Let's see. Oh, now where did you put the other shadow? I see on the shadow on the water. Where did you put the other shadow on top?
I put the one shadow there, and then I put another shadow on the top there, just a little bit there. Maybe if I lift
I
up.
see the shadow on the water. I don't know. Oh, you put a.
It's very, very, it's barely noticeable. But if
that's right. Yeah, that's good. I like the way the waves look. They look nice.
Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed that the Chinese white. I have heard a lot of artists say that the Chinese white is really vibrant for white, but is it my camera that's not picking up the whiteness, or is it just
what the spatter?
It just doesn't look very white. This part of the ocean.
Where?
Just here. This.
I don't think it should be really white there. I like it like that because it looks like the water, the sea foam coming on the sand.
Yeah, because it's the first wave that comes.
I don't think it should be too white there. I like that shade of white right there.
Okay, that's cool. Right, okay, that's fine. So I just load my brush. You need quite a bit on your brush because it's and then this is a really cool kind of tapping technique. You just literally you tap and then you turn as you move along. And there are a couple of ways you can do this. You can do it like this, or you could use a sponge. You can get artist painting sponges.
Oh yeah, I love painting with sea. I have sea sponge.
Yeah. You can do it that way, or you can use kitchen roll, and you just there's your palette. Put it in the water first, and then go into your colour, and then you can kind of dab it on like that as well. So you could do that. So I'm just loading the brush up.
I guess I should paint a green around her.
A green? Ooh.
Because most likely she's like in the woods or something. She's like in a green place with a greenery around her.
Yeah. Or yeah.
Or what? Just leave it white?
No, I think green would be good.
Yeah, maybe different shades of green.
Yeah.
So, Rick, how's Elvis?
Oh yeah, how's Elvis? I think Elvis was on strike today, wasn't he, Aunt Rick?
Oh yeah, I read the title of your live stream saying he's on strike because it's so cold. It's very cold there, Rick.
I don't blame Elvis for going on strike.
How you mean he wouldn't leave? He wouldn't go outside?
I
have to go outside to go to the bathroom.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that part. Yeah. No, I don't blame Elvis for staying inside. It's really cold here.
Oh, it's really cold here today, but it's sunny. Oh no, we're supposed to have 40s all this week, mid 40s, low mid 40s all this week. It gets very cold at night, but in the daytime, do you know Fahrenheit? So it's low mid 40s all this week and 50s next week.
Really?
That's not this. I'm waiting for really. This has been a very mild winter, so I'm waiting like to see if February or March we're going to get slammed or not.
Really? Probably. Yeah. It's in England. It's more damp. I'm always joking about the damp weather, but that's all I seem to get in England is damp. And I feel really cold when it's damp. More than.
Oh no, I know dampness makes you feel colder.
Yeah, because like when it snows.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, because when it snows, I mean, it is cold when it snows, but after it's fallen and the sun comes out, so it melts quickly. But if it's damp weather, I get really, really cold.
I know. I think that's how like if it's really windy, there's a wind chill factor. It drives down the temperature, and then if it's really humid, like in the summer when it's really humid, it drives up the temperature.
Yeah.
They call that the heat index, and they call that the wind chill factor.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't wait for spring.
Oh yeah. Well, we had mild winter, so kind of like.
Yeah. I'm just spattering on a bit more sea spray. I'm just kind of. All you do for splatter technique is you put your paint on your paintbrush, and then you put it on your finger like so, and then you just go like that. Try and use if you have an older brush, like a really stiff older brush, like maybe an oil or acrylic brush that's really old. That would work really well for the splatters. And then I'm just kind of. Did you decide on green?
Different shades, see?
Nice.
I added it lightly on first.
Yeah. See, I can't draw people yet. I haven't got a clue how to draw a person.
Well, it's harder for me to. I can't draw. I'm not drawing the bodies. I'm focusing on faces for this year.
Yeah. Yeah. And then just splatter away. So yeah, so this is only my third seascape, Diana. So hopefully, hopefully, I'll get a bit more experience at painting more ocean. I wanted to paint a sea turtle again. I really enjoy painting those sea
turtle.
Yeah,
I don't think I ever saw your sea turtle.
Oh, I'll have to send a picture. I've done about I think I've done 3 sea turtles before. They're really fun to paint. They're quite difficult as well because they've got a lot of details on their shell.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it can be really quite intricate details as well. It's quite tricky painting them because they've got a lot of patterns in them on the shell, and then what is it? They're fins or is it flippers?
No, flipper. I'm pretty sure it's flippers.
It's probably flippers, isn't it? There's a lot of detail on.
Fins are on fish and dolphins.
Yeah. I like painting. I've painted a dolphin before now.
I painted dolphin on not in tradition. I painted dolphin in digital painting.
Oh, okay. This was mine. I painted this a few. When did I paint that? I can't remember when I painted that. This is it. Dolphin one, Diana.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
It was done on a smaller scale. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that was my very first one. My very first dolphin painting. Yeah, and it was done on quite a small scale too.
That's not small painting, is it?
Yeah, it's A5. That one's A5, and that's quite small. Yeah, well, it's small for me. Yeah, that was my first dolphin.
Yes, Ian, I know about 29 Faces in February. Which I'm trying to do a face. Yes, I am trying to do a face every day. But I found that I participated a little bit I participated somewhat in February, and it's like you don't get much exposure. I mean, I don't, what's the exposure you get for doing all that? I thought I had got the impression she was going to put a playlist together and like it was going to get promoted or something, and I just don't like I don't know. I guess seeing what you see. The point is seeing what everybody else does or something, or everybody's in a challenge together and it's kind of fun or something.
Mm. We have lemonade today again, Diana.
And this year we have 29 days. It's leap year.
Oh yeah.
You have lemonade what?
I have lemonade again today. My lemonade. It's too late for caffeine. If I had a cup of tea now, I probably wouldn't sleep all night long. So.
Well, what about herbal tea?
I don't really like herbal tea that much, to be true.
Oh man, they have so many different flavors.
I know.
And brands. Some brands. Oh no, there's a certain brand of herbal tea I cannot drink. I can't. I can't stand that brand of herbal tea. But Celestial Seasonings, I like everything. I mean, that's a really good brand.
Yeah.
I drink red zinger tea at night, and I love orange spice, but I ran out of orange spice, and now I have to drink. And then I have sleepy time tea, and then right now I'm drinking red zinger tea, which is pretty good. But orange spice is more of my favorite.
Mm-hmm. I went to Aldi's the other day, and I went down the aisle for the teas. And I was almost that close to getting some green tea because I haven't really. I've tried it.
I don't think I've ever tried. I think I've never tried green tea.
Yeah, and I like Aldi's. I like Aldi's groceries and everything. And I thought, and for some reason, I just didn't put it in my trolley. I didn't buy any, but maybe if I go again, I might try the green tea. My sister-in-law's a big herbal tea fan. She gets a lot of herbal tea.
Who, your mother?
No, my sister-in-law. Yeah, my sister-in-law. She's a big fan of herbal teas.
Yeah, I like caffeine, so I drink caffeine in the morning or early afternoon. But at nighttime, I like herbal teas.
Yeah, I might try green tea. That sounds quite nice. My favourite tea is Twinings tea. I don't know if you've ever heard of that one.
Twining?
Twinings, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah,
I don't think I've tried it.
That's my probably my all-time favourite tea. If anybody, you know.
Oh, that's a black tea. That's a caffeinated black tea.
Yes, yeah. I really like that tea. It's kind of a rich tea. It's I like my tea quite with a. I know I shouldn't, but I have at least 2 teaspoonfuls of sugar in my tea. I can't drink tea. I can't drink tea without sugar, but you know.
Oh no, I can't drink coffee without sugar and cream.
No, nor me. And my brother's a dentist, and every time if I go round to his house and I make a cup of tea, he's forever complaining about me having sugar in my tea.
Oh. What? Do you have a problem with cavities?
No, not really.
Well, then he didn't say anything. It's like, if you don't have a problem with cavities, like I haven't had cavities since I was a child.
I know, yeah. And yet,
I think you need to be careful if you have a problem with cavities.
Yeah, I know. And then I went in the cupboard to get something out of the cupboard, and this is Mr. Dentist. He's the king of candy. He's got so much candy in this one cupboard.
He's a hypocrite.
Oh no, that is so hypocritical. You know.
You tell him that? You tell him that?
Oh, did I tell him? Oh yeah. Oh no, such a hypocrite. Honestly. You got like a ton of sweets. I don't just mean like a small amount of sweets. I mean like,
oh my goodness,
like virtually a whole cupboard of sweets. I was just like, oh,
that's ridiculous.
And all I had was 2 small spoons of sugar, and I'm like, what?
He's just trying to be bossy.
Oh, I tell you. Now
he's your older brother?
Yeah, we get on pretty well though. I mean, we don't fight or anything. But we have the occasional disagreement like that one. And I was like, hold on, you've got all these Haribo sweets. It's just like, what? Oh.
And what does he say?
He just smiled and walked off. And he wastes a lot of food. We were talking about that at Iron Dog's live stream this morning. And I was telling him, I said, my brother wastes so much food.
He does?
A lot of food. And it's like, and I was like, well, hold on, you've only got 2 children. What do you want to buy all this food for? And they'll just throw it out. It's ridiculous. Honestly.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I didn't get an answer though. They just kind of, there she goes, complaining again. I just don't like wasting.
Here, I don't know who it is.
I just don't like wasting food.
Unless he's
it's a bit, you know. Somebody said that I should go when I need more food again, food shopping. Then I should go to my brother's fridge.
Yeah.
And take the food.
Oh, go. Before he throws it out, say no, give it to me.
Yeah. I'll gladly eat it.
Mystic says she likes Twining's Earl Grey. Twining's Earl Grey is the best.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yep. That sounds nice.
And JC said bye a while ago.
Oh, bye, JC.
Bye. No, I think she meant Grace. Gracie, bye, Diana.
Oh. Who's in the chat? Because I can't see the chat.
Ian just said you had a rant. That was your rant of the week.
Oh.
About your brother.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
No, it's okay.
Oh my God. Oh no. I just hope my brother isn't watching.
You think he is? He's not, is he?
No, he's probably too busy eating sweets, Diana. He'll be too busy eating candies. Honestly. You know, like if you have porridge or something for breakfast, I have to have sugar on mine because I can't eat porridge without sugar. And my brother will be like, "Oh, you're putting sugar in with your porridge." Oh, I can't eat porridge without sugar.
Yeah. Mystic's still here, and I think JC said goodbye. And then Rick, he left and never answered the questions.
Oh.
And then 2 more people must be just listening.
Probably. Yeah. Probably. Let's see. I think that's looking pretty good now. Mine, that is. Yours is fantastic. I like the colours. Yeah, I think I could call this painting pretty much done, I think.
I was thinking maybe I'm at a stopping point on mine. I might come back to it doing something, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think I might overwork mine. If I play about too much, I don't want to overwork the details. Wow. Oh. Well, thank you very much for having me on panel.
Yeah, let's see. That was almost, what time is it? Oh my God, that was almost a full 2 hours.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, 2:57. We started at 1 o'clock. We're 3 minutes away from 1 o'clock, whatever. So that's almost a full 2 hours.
Wow.
Well, yeah, a lot of people left the chat.
That's okay. It's okay. Thank you for coming, guys.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming to the live stream. Thank you, Ian, for moderating, and Mystic for moderating, and let's see. And JC, she's a moderator too. She left already.
Yep. Yep. I have paint glue.
So we started early today, so this is not too late for you.
No, this is fine.
But a lot of times you say you go to bed at
Yeah.
Well, the past couple of nights you've been going to bed like at 9.
Yeah, I've been going a little bit earlier. Yeah. Yeah. They do say that sleep is really, really important. So yeah, that's what they say.
I know. And then I stayed up till 2:30 and got up at 7. Wow. That's not enough sleep. And I did that the night before too, because I like staying up late. And it's like I don't want to go to sleep yet. I don't want to go to sleep. And then tomorrow I'm gonna be able to sleep till 9.
Yeah, that's it. It's kind of funny because it's the same with children. That do I have to go to sleep?
I know.
Yeah. I can understand where they're coming from. Do I really have to sleep?
And then other times they just nod off to sleep.
Yeah, or fall asleep in their dinner. I've noticed that a few times. Where they get so floppy that they fall into their meal because they're that I'm so tired.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They want to sleep like at the wrong time of day.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess thanks Gracie for being a guest artist.
Thank you for having me.
Yay. Your painting turned out nice.
Thank you. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, that shadow made all the difference. Just those shadows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. So, okay. Right. So there's not that many people to say goodbye to, but bye everybody who's listening or in the chat,
Bye.
listening or talking in the chat.
Yeah.
Thank you, moderators, for helping. And
thank you, everybody. It's a big thumbs up. Yeah.
Okay, signing off now.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye, Diana. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.